And now, let's welcome out our last guest for the night. From Foxy Veronica's Peach Pies, Jessica Witham.
$1 first. But I'm just kidding. Oh my God. I'm not, I didn't bring my page.
I will make the song shorter next time. So, Jessica of Foxy Veronica's Peach Pies, is it tough running a bakery in these tough economic times? Particularly selling pies.
Darling, I don't run a bakery. I do a burlesque show.
In addition to selling pies?
I don't sell pies. I have a burlesque show, and the women are called the Peach Pies, but it's not. They're not actual pies. They're actual women. I mean,
You know, Jessica,
yes, Dan.
you don't have to take your clothes off if people are like
I know, Dan. I understand that, but it does go the extra mile. It gets my foot in the door. It breaks the ice, you know.
So, though I'm a little wary of the subject material, tell me a little bit more about these peach pies.
What do you want to know about them?
Perhaps basic show info, regular show times, other things I have written on a note card.
Well, we have 2 monthly shows now. We perform at the Inferno every second Thursday of the month, and the Shamrock just down the street every third Saturday of the month. We also have a show coming up on March 19th at the High Noon Saloon.
Ooh. Now, before you go to any of those venues, come here to the Frequency and buy a lot of drinks here, then get a cab and buy a soda over there. So, Jessica, what made you decide to have a show like the Peach Pies Burlesque?
That's a very good question. I think predominantly it had to do with the fact that I'm a little bit of a narcissist, and I really wanted to stand on stage and sing for people and have them watch. So I did that, and then I got 5 other girls who are also narcissists to join the show. And then we said, well, we'll take our clothes off because then they'll stay. Then we found one male narcissist too. Oh yeah. He ties people up. It's hot.
So, let's say I put on some pasties. Do you think that'd be a little more full right now? The donations bag?
Yes, I do.
So, I'm running a show twice a month. How do you do multiple shows in a month and not have it get tiring or boring?
Well, we've been doing it for about 5 years, so we have an enormous repertoire. We don't have to repeat things very often. It's just, we've been doing... Are you even listening to me?
I'm listening very much.
Oh, okay.
Enormous repertoire. Don't have to repeat very much.
You're good. You're gonna make it, kid. You're gonna make it. Yeah, that's it. Enormous repertoire. Don't repeat stuff.
Other than right now. So how do you guys develop new material, new numbers?
It's a very individual thing. The women come up with a lot of their numbers on their own. A lot of it is a very organic thing that happens from all of us going, hey, what should we do next? Oh, I know, let's do peaches. And figuring out a way to do peaches and a striptease and with 5 people.
So you recently had an open call for guest spots for dancers, which makes a great deal more sense now that I realize it in a burlesque thing as opposed to a bakery. That seemed odd.
That would be odd. That would be odd, yes. The open calls went very, very well. One of the girls from the open calls is here right now. Scarlett Mercy is over there.
Hi.
I also have another partner in crime here, Dana Pellebon, misbehaving from my show. Yeah! Support. But we did a very good job. Ruby Devine from the Madtown Hellcats is doing some things with us, as is a woman named Heather, who her stage name changes, but we had some really good feedback and it's going over very well. And you'll see them at our shows coming up at other venues.
Ooh. So, switching gears.
Oh dear.
You just finished a play, Proof. Which, by the way, this is the best time to promote it, right after it's closed. How did that go?
It went very, very well. We sold out about 9/10 of the show, so it was very good. We got really good reviews about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did anything interesting happen during the run? Anything unexpected?
Yeah, a flood that canceled the show. But besides that, no, nothing.
What happened with this flood?
U.S. Bank is next to there's a bank next to the Bartell Theater.
Just like nameless other venues that you perform at.
Exactly. You can Google us. No, they had a burst pipe and it flooded our theater with many, many inches of standing water. So we couldn't perform for one day here.
Particularly because wasn't that a sold out show you had to cancel?
Yeah, but we had so many sold out shows.
Ooh. So what's the difference between acting in a play and something like the Peach Pies?
Well, I've only worn pasties in one play, so that's a difference. Well, normally you don't take off your clothes in plays unless it's backstage. Normally, unless you're doing Oh Calcutta or Hair.
We're not that kind of show here. Family show.
It's not yet, he's not. Anyway, otherwise, pretty much it's a very different setup. There's no script to go from in the burlesque show. It's all very much like the little fly in the pants kind of a thing.
This is meticulously planned.
Oh, is it? Really?
I also read that you recently directed a play called Tea Room Tango, which is about a bunch of guys having sex in a bathroom. So, are they like plumbers? Gay plumbers?
No, they're not plumbers, no. It's the story of 6 men who frequent public restrooms for the sake of trying to find sex. And none of them are plumbers. There's a character who's a construction worker or bricklayer or something. But you're welcome. But it's a very good show, and we're hoping to take it to New York because it's entered in the New York Fringe Festival.
Ah, New York's biggest convention for the hit Fox TV series Fringe. I hope Mighty Ducks is gonna be there. I love the trilogy. Not a lot of Fringe fans in the audience.
It's actually a play festival. Okay.
So, other than those, what else are you involved in town when it comes to theater?
I've done Reefer Madness the musical.
Yeah!
True Confessions of a Go-Go Girl.
Hot!
He saw it twice. I took my top off on that one too.
Lovely.
You're welcome.
Do you want to come and host for a while?
I've done Cementville. It's for all of Mercury Players Theater. I sit on the board of directors of Mercury Players Theater.
Ooh, how about for Mercury Players?
I'm actually the associate artistic director of Mercury Players. Just got a promotion. So.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds impressive.
I'm the SAB. I make the big choices now.
So many swears.
Abbreviation, darling. An associate.
All right, everybody, Jessica Witham.